Hey there, welcome back to the Scaling Season podcast, or welcome if it's the first time. This is the realest marketing podcast for online business owners that are committed to growing their company, and I am your host, Jolie Tematio. Today, I've got an exciting episode for you guys. We are going to discuss why Facebook ads are still an incredible opportunity when it comes to growing your business, your brand in 2024 and 2025 and beyond even. So I'm recording this episode as of October 10, 2024. So depending on when you listen to this, this is what I have in my mind as of today. The reason why I was inspired to record this episode specifically is because over the past couple of weeks, on average, every single week, I speak with anywhere from 12 to 20 business owners. And most of them are in a space where they are second guessing themselves. They are second guessing their ad strategy, their marketing strategy, and are wondering, what are we doing wrong? Why are we not seeing results fast enough? What the heck, right? And in speaking with them, most of them are like, you know what, maybe I should go to Pinterest, maybe I should try TikTok ads, maybe I should try YouTube ad, whatever. They are looking to throw a bunch of stick at the wall and see what's gonna stick, and that's not the way to go. And this episode I really want to dive deep into why you, and this is actually a follow-up. You can consider this as a part two of the first episode where I talk about last week. We talk about, or last month in September, we talk about why your marketing has stopped working and what you want to do instead to keep things, to revive things. But today I really want to dive deep into why you might not getting the result that you desire with Facebook ads, and why it's still an incredible opportunity to really leverage when it comes to growing your impact, growing your sales, getting more qualified prospects, selling your high ticket offer, getting membership client for your low ticket offer, what have you, is still a really, really incredible opportunity basically. So I would like us to start with some stats, right? Let's look at the numbers because I'm a data-driven person. I'm background is in data science, as some of you might know. And so let's look at the numbers, right? On Facebook, as of 2024, Facebook has about 3 billion monthly active user worldwide, right? So that's like a third, literally, of the world population, because even more than a third, because currently the world population is about 8 billion. So we have 3 billion on Facebook on a monthly basis. That's not like, right? And that's monthly active user. Okay. And so this provides really for business owner an enormous, a, gi- a gigantic opportunity to really have their message, they offer in front of their ideal audience. Now, when it comes to targeted advertising, Facebook is still one of the best platforms that allows you to really tap into advanced targeting option. So it allowing you to reach very specific demographics, very specific interest, behavior, and really with the ultimate goal of improving your ROI, having your impact, having really your message turned into a mission, into a movement, and impacting the right people one ad at a time. Also, on Facebook, you can tap into the power of Instagram as well. Instagram currently has about 1.5 billion monthly active user. So by running ads on Facebook, you can, connect your Instagram account as well and have your ads seen on both platforms, really allowing you to increase your reach, your brand awareness exponentially, and also driving better results when you run ads. We typically, when we run ads for clients, we like to look at the data and see, okay, where do we see the best result coming from? Are we seeing those results coming from Facebook, or are they coming from Instagram? And based on where we see the best result come from, we can say, you know what, let's launch a new campaign where we are really focusing more on IG. There have been several instances where we had a client campaign running on both Facebook and Instagram, and after looking at the data, we are like, oh, hold on, most of the highly targeted traffic, the most of people actually go ahead and convert, are coming from Instagram, or they're coming from Facebook. Let's allocate our traffic to the winning platform. So that's pretty incredible. And like when it comes to the retargeting capability, the ads format, you have so many ads format that Facebook allows you to leverage, like the video format, the carousel, the image ads format. It's the only platform that allows you to leverage like a wide range of creative to really have your message across. If you think about it, if you're running ads on TikTok, you're gonna go with short form. If you run ads on YouTube, it's the same. You're gonna go with, either short videos or a bit longer videos, but it's like you're limited in terms of the content type, the format that you're gonna use to promote your message. But on Facebook, you have flexibility. You can really play around and see what works the best with your audience. Right. So in today's episode, I really want us to dive deep into how to unlock the full potential of your company or of your business in 2024, 2025 by really tapping into the, the, the powerful tool that you have at your fingertip, which is Facebook, which is the Meta platform, right? And so I know some of you are a bit jaded, you're like, oh, I've been there, done that. It hasn't really led to any type of growth for me. And so we recently had a client that we onboarded, right? And she came to us in a place where she was like, you know what? I've done this. I had my ads were working fine, but for some reason they just stopped working. They just stopped working on Facebook, and I've tried several things, and it's still not. It doesn't work. And she had a really small budget. She was like, okay, I'm not, I don't want to keep on wasting money, basically, but I'm willing to give it a one last shot. So fast forward, we started working together, really looking at the bottleneck in her current funnel, in her current marketing strategy, seeing how we could alleviate those bottleneck. And fast forward 4 months later, she was in a place where she was consistently generating. She went from barely being able to break even on her ads, like literally losing money on her ads, to being a place where she was making 30K, 35K, 40K, like the minimum that she was making on a month after 4 months was 30K, right? From a place where she was losing money. And what I love about her story is that she's not the only, it's not like an isolated case study. We have dozens of these case studies that we have, of people coming to us and having success. And so over the past years, when I've been, been in behind the scenes, working with business owner, helping them grow, managing, million in ad spend, something that really something that's really obvious to me is the fact that Facebook is evolving really fast. It's really evolving really fast. And if you're not willing and able to adapt, you're going to get left behind. If you are not willing to pivot and change your strategy according to how the platform looks like now, it's not going to work for you. It's going to feel like you are pulling teeth, basically. Not because the platform has stopped working, but because the rule of the game have changed. They have changed. And that's why there are so many business owners that come to us and they're like, oh, I had this funnel. It was working so well in 2023. And now it's just stopped working. We are not able to make money with it anymore. What's happening? It's because they're playing the game with the old rule. So if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you're a service provider of any type, this episode is really going to open your eyes to all the possibilities that you might not be aware of when it comes really to succeeding with Facebook. All right. That was kind of a long intro, but anyway, I don't even consider that an intro. I was already in the content, So now let's dive in. The first reason why running ads on Facebook, and when I say Facebook here, guys, I really want to. I'm also talking about Instagram, right? I'm talking about both platforms. The first reason why it's such a powerful gold mine that you can tap into is because you have AI capability that you can leverage. Facebook AI has evolved to become extremely powerful, and it's literally like having a super assistant, that knows exactly who your ideal customer are better than they know even themselves. And so the AI targeting capability of Facebook does not just find people who might be interested in your offer. It finds people who are ready to buy if you do things properly. So it's not about, okay, I'm going to get a bunch of leads and go through that process of converting them at some point into sales. It's like, okay, what about we run ads that are designed to have our messaging in front of people that have actually a high level of urgency? That solving this pain point for them is a non-negotiable. It's like my offer to them is like a remedy to a cancer. That's how you want to think about it. You want to have a strategy that's both, okay, let's grow our in brand awareness. Let's just have qualified people coming into our ecosystem, but you also want to have an approach which prioritize going for people that are ready to buy and invest right now. So we were working a couple of weeks ago. We are still working with this fitness coach, and he was so initially when we started working with him, had the biggest challenge when it came to finding his ideal client, right? And we were spending $50, right? He was selling like a high level mastermind group coaching program for his fitness training. So initially we had a real challenge because he was a fitness coach that was really his focus was in helping gym owners develop their own business or helping people launch their own fitness business. So he was not really coaching people on how to get better in shape. He was like more of a business coach, but in the fitness coaching space, if that makes sense, right? So he was helping people either launch the fitness coaching business or scale the current one. And so initially we were spending like $50 to get a single lead. And we're like, oh my gosh, some of these leads are not even qualified. They're not going through the entire application process. What's happening? And so we implemented an approach which really allow us to, by leveraging AI, to really have our ads placed in front of the right people, right? We implemented an AI optimized campaign which allow us to leverage his best his best client that he was working with in the past, people that were on his website that has stayed the longest and that has seen specific offer. We looked at the messaging that we were actually using and decided to use a messaging that was more compelling than what we used previously. And we were able to drop the cost per lead to $50. So we went from spending $50 to get a single lead to actually spending $50. And the quality of the lead also improved. So that 70% reduction in cost per lead would not have been able to be achieved if we hadn't gone beyond our first metric. If you had stayed stuck into, oh my God, this is so expensive, Facebook and it's not working, let's go to YouTube or let's go to Instagram, it wouldn't have worked. And Facebook is extremely powerful. And I think most business owners they launch a campaign, they go broad and like, oh, let's hope for the best. Or they target a couple of interests here and there, it doesn't work. They're like, oh my gosh, this is not working, what the heck? But you want to be able to go deeper really, right? And so I know for some business owners have already started tapping into AI and they are more, they are more just aware and familiar with the tool, with different tools, right? I've made a video recently where I talk about, or a podcast where I talk about different AI tools that we are currently using in the agency and with our clients to really increase in terms of productivity and efficiency. So I highly invite you to watch that episode if you haven't already. But if you are not if you feel like I'm not tech savvy enough for that, AI sounds really complicated and stressful. I don't want to do it. I don't want to tap into it. What I really want to suggest to you is you don't need to be a tech genius to leverage AI. Facebook has made it incredibly easy and user friendly, right? And so the next time that you create a campaign, for instance, you can just choose, for instance, the Advantage Plus option. And really this by turning that on, it really allows Facebook AI to optimize your campaign for you. And so you can start with a small budget, like even, 10 bucks, $20. Ideally, you want to start with $20 a day. That's what we typically advise for our client, right? And you let the AI work its magic for you. If you, for instance, have a list, that's one way to use AI seamlessly. We just by checking something on. So this is typically found in the ad set section below the targeting options. You're gonna find Advantage Plus. You turn that on. The second way that you can actually leverage to improve in terms of your, like really leveraging AI capability to supercharge your campaign on Facebook is by uploading a list of your past customer, the best one, right? At least you want to have hundreds of them. So you upload that onto into the audience section, custom audience. You create a lookalike audience of that list. So it might be past customer, people that scheduled a call and they were qualified and showed up, people that had multiple purchase, high ticket purchase. We always prioritize prospect based on their value. So if we have, for instance, a client lots of buyer, which is typically the case. We work with business owners that have sold to thousands of people in the past. We are going to really dial in and be specific in terms of, okay, who are those that have spent the most over the years, right? If you have someone that has spent 1,000 or 10,000 with a client, and you have someone that has spent like 79 bucks, we are going to prioritize a list of those that have actually spent a couple of thousands. So that's an advice for you, right? And the longer you wait to start using AI to optimize your campaign, the further you're going to fall behind. Because with this AI thing, we are not going back. I see some business owners are a bit reluctant. They are like dragging their feet to implement AI tools in their company because they're like, oh, that sounds like I'm going to lose human touch. It sounds like I'm not going to be as authentic or as real to my client if I use AI. That's a misconception. That's a myth. It's not true. You can't afford in 2024, stepping into 2025, to keep on doing the things the same way and expecting different results. It's not just not going to work out. Because look at your landscape. Chances are your competitor are already doing what I'm saying. That's why they're winning the game. That's why they're crushing it. So if you want to go from, okay, I'm currently getting a 3x ROI on my ads, I'm getting a 5x ROI, how do I get to getting a 10x, a 12x, 19x that like we do for our client? You need to step up your game, and you need to be uncomfortable, right? So that's the first way, right? AI targeting capability. Now, one of the reasons why Facebook is a powerhouse when it comes to growing your business is really about the brand awareness that allows you to have. Beyond just making money, you need to be able to get your name out there. We live in a day and age where people without a business owner, without a personal brand, without an authority, are literally losing money with every single day that are passing by. So you can no longer afford to be shy. You can no longer afford to not be willing to share your perspective publicly because you just think, oh, I just want to run this business but be behind the scenes. It's not going to work out. It's really not. And so the power of Facebook is that it allows you to really increase drastically your brand awareness. And brand awareness is really the secret sauce to turning scroller into people that actually know you, pay attention to you, and ultimately buyer. Because when we talk about brand awareness, it's your ability to get yourself known in the marketplace. It's your ability to win market share by getting your voice, your offer, your messaging out there, getting people to pay attention to you. Because attention is currency. Attention is currency. And the goal is not just to have a bunch of awareness, not to have like a bunch of views or a bunch of likes. The goal is to get the attention, hold the attention, and then monetize the attention. And you can do those three steps with Facebook ads, which is incredible. Okay, so in if I were to break this down to you, you can run brand awareness campaign on the Facebook platform or Instagram platform, for instance, where you are literally warming up your audience before you hit them with a sales pitch. You don't want to be that business owner that just run ads whenever they're hungry for the sale. And it's like, oh, here, go ahead and buy my stuff. I'm hosting this webinar next week. Come here and sign up. That's gonna work. It's not going to work out because you need to respect your customer intelligence. They're not stupid, right? If they've never seen you, if they've never learned from you, they're just going to scroll past your ads. And you are going to wonder, why are my ads so expensive? Because you are running your ads. There's no congruency between the type of ads that you are running to the level of awareness of your audience. You are completely forgetting how sophisticated that your market has become, and you're still playing the game as if you were in 2026. In 2016, sorry. How is that going to work out? It's not. It's really not. Because prospects have become incredibly intelligent. Not that they were stupid before, but they are more intelligent, they are more discerning in terms of how they use their money, what they invest. And having brand awareness really allows you to, through video ads, right? To have your mates, you can use either a video view campaign, which I absolutely love, or you can just use an awareness campaign, a reach campaign. And those are really powerful to get your message, your brand out there. You can even use an engagement campaign because Facebook is going to look at those engagement on your ads to be like, oh, this is actually positive signal. This person might be saying something really valuable in his post. Let me push it to more people even. And by doing so, it allows you really to go for that 95% of your market that's not in a place where they want to buy just yet. Because at any point of time in your market, you have the people that are already hot and ready to go. You have those that are looking, they are warm, and you have those that are completely cold. And you don't want to have a strategy that only leverage, that only focuses on the the warm audience or the hot audience, sorry. You don't want your strategies to only focus on the hot audience, which are people that are ready to go and purchase right now. Because you're only going for 3% of your market or 5% of your market, depending on which niche you are. You want a strategy that allows you to go for the cold audience, the warm, and the hot. And having a messaging that's very different for each of those segments because it's a different ball game. And so with brand awareness campaign, you are having your message seen by your cold audience, giving them value, sharing your perspective, sharing your story, sharing what makes you uniquely qualified compared to your competition to get them to the next step. You are getting them to having aha moment. You are building something with them. You are building that trust with them, which is key for any ad strategy to work. We just implemented a strategy similar for an e-com brand that we are working with at the moment. They were really struggling with high ad costs and low conversion rate when they came to us. And what we did, we implemented a strategy where we run brand awareness campaign on Instagram, on Facebook as well, and we had targeted the viewers on Facebook with conversion ads. Right. We also had some ads running on TikTok and YouTube. We really had like a 360 ad strategy, but most of the budget was spent on Facebook and Instagram. And we would target the video viewers based on how long they had watched the video, because we like to go for people that have watched at least like 25% or more of the video, because the first 3 seconds is not enough. If you have a video that's like 2 minutes and someone watched like 5 seconds of it, it's not enough to actually target them. They haven't even gotten to hear what you had to say. So we like to go for at least 25% or more of the video in terms of retention, and from there we will target them. And we literally saw a drastic increase in terms of the ability to decrease the cost per purchase, increase the return on ad spend. Right, so we had a 40% increase in cost per purchase and a 50% increase in ROI from the ads. And again, if you don't have the budget for multiple platforms, just start with one. You don't need to be on TikTok. For this company specifically, we were on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram because they had 6 figures per month to spend on ads. They were spending $100,000 per month on ads. They wanted to get to spending $200,000, $300,000 per month. So they had the budget. They had the data. We had the infrastructure built to allow them to scale. But if you have a smaller budget, you can start with Facebook and IG primarily and use the same strategy. We've seen incredible results using simple voiceover videos with a stock footage or just on B-rolls or even just an animated text, and having those run on Facebook and Instagram. And I can make a video afterward in terms of what are the best creative that you want to run to grow your company. Let me know if you want that, if you want me to do that, and I'll do. Okay, so this type of content really build trust, where you have the B-roll with the overlay text on it or the background text. It looks really organic. It looks extremely organic. And so what I want you to do this week, if you haven't already, is to create one piece of brand awareness content. It can be a 30-second video sharing your brand story, sharing the reason why you started the company, sharing your perspective in terms of where your industry is currently at and what you disagree with, like a hot take about something happening in your industry. Post it organically on social media, so it can either be like b-roll of you, maybe you are like working on your laptop or going to setting up your filming state. You can get those b-roll shots you maybe getting into your office, home office, or even playing with your kids, whatever the case might be. Record one of those things, or you can be just like a face, if camera, like you like a selfie video, record that video, post it organically on social media, and if you can, put a small budget behind it, and then watch how it impacts your ads performance. Watch how you grow in brand awareness rather quickly. Okay, now, there's something that we need to address, which is kind of in the back of the mind of most people that when it comes to running ads, is to, on Facebook specifically, is okay, the privacy concern, the policy concern. We know Facebook ad account getting disabled here and there. It's like, okay, sure, you tell me that it's the best thing ever, but my account got shut down last week for no reason whatsoever. What's going on? How do you expect me to put my money into a platform that can just shut my account down with, all of the sudden? And so that's something that's, I mean, I understand where the worry comes from, but you need to be there. There are several things that you can do. We have countless clients that we've helped recover their accounts after it was shut down before we work together. There are several things that you can actually do to make sure that your account never gets shut down. So really, so you are really positioning yourself in a space where you say, okay, I'm going to make sure that it doesn't happen. I'm going to take action to prevent that from happening. There are several of those, like verifying your identity, setting up a two-factor authentication, adding your business information in the background, in your ads manager, creating an additional several ad accounts, creating a backup business manager. There are so many things that you can do to prevent that from happening. And even if it happens, you have access to a live rep. We have access to our own rep that typically helps our clients get their account back. Now, the second concern is about the privacy issue. And say, okay, since Apple 15, iOS 14 update, we've lost ability to target. People are just opting out of being able to be tracked with iPhone specifically, for instance. And it's true. It's true, right? We have less data available from third party, like we used to in 2020, in 2021. But this is actually weeding out the lazy advertiser who relied on both targeting and generic messaging. In As of October of 2024 and in 2025, the winner are going to be, one in terms of marketer or business owner, are going to be people that actually focus on first party data, setting up your your conversion API, creating genuine conversion with your audience, thinking beyond the looking at this position as, okay, this is actually an opportunity for me to step up my game, right? Because that's why I talk about the video view campaign, for instance, because with that strategy, for instance, you can still target every single one that interact with your ads. Because with iOS 14, something which I want you to be aware of is the fact that it has reduced your ability to target people off Facebook when they land on your page. But you can still target them on Facebook. Any action that's taken on Facebook can be retargeted. So it's just added a level of sophistication to the ads game, but it hasn't made the game impossible to play. We've worked with a service-based business owner, a couple of actually we are still working with her, to be honest, and she had everything crumbled when after iOS 14 update. Her ad cuts, had skyrocketed, her conversion had plummeted. And we pivoted to an ad strategy that really focused on collecting and leveraging first party data. We launched with a really valuable lead magnet, which was a free training, 25-minute training that really provided amazing value for her client. We had lookalike audiences that we ran to get her message in front of people that were highly likely to actually go ahead and sign up. Before they even got to the page, we were able to capture the information on Facebook, which allowed us even if you had a drop in terms of data tracking on the website, we still had 100% of the information from Facebook. So we didn't lose any data. right? And as a result, we had lead cost really, really low. By 60% it dropped, right? Because we were targeting people that had already shown an interest in her offer. Rather than just relying on Facebook for targeting, we were a bit more specific. Okay. So it's not that I want to challenge you to look at your industry and think, are people still winning despite all of this new condition? If they are, then you should be winning as well. You can be winning, you can still win. The market is different. The market has changed. The playing field has leveled up. And so now this is the game, this is the part of the game where the real player that put on the A game are going to, you know, have an edge. And if you're listening to this podcast, you already have an edge because here I'm sharing strategy that most people don't even know about. Right. So if you're listening to this and if you're taking action after listening to these episodes, you are literally having an edge because I believe that if you are listening to this episode, it's because you are investing in your education. You want to stay sharp. You want to stay very, very informed and aware of what's happening because you want to make sure that you win. You want to make sure that you win. And businesses that are going to thrive in the future are really going to be the one that prioritize building their brand awareness, building trust with their audience, building that authority. Building that authority. Ads is not something that you launch when you have a launch coming up and you say, okay, I'm going to run ads for 2 weeks before the launch and I'm going to run it for 3 weeks after the launch. I'm going to stop running ads and never run ads again. That's not how you win with ads. You win with ads when you play the long run. It's okay. You know what? In between my launches, I'm going to still be running ads because I want to keep that brand awareness. I want to keep that trust. I want to keep that authority that I've built. I want to keep those relationships with my audience. Because out of sight, out of mind. If you stop being present, they forget about you. They move on to something else. They move on to another competitor. Right? You need to be consistently putting your message out there if you want to make it, if you want to make this worth it for you. So the three, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this episode, but I really wanted to drive this point home. You can still win phenomenally well with Facebook in 2025. You still can. It's not a pipe dream. It's still one of the biggest, most profitable platforms that you can actually leverage to grow if you do things properly. If you are willing to leverage the AI capability of Facebook to really find and have your message seen by your ideal customer, you build your brand awareness consistently and create that feeling of authority, trust in your prospect mind. You create content, you create ads which are going to not only stop the attention, but hold the attention long enough to convert them into leads and then monetize them from lead into buyer. And think about how can I leverage, how can I change my strategy and leverage privacy changes, leverage these privacy changes and restriction on Facebook to create opportunity for my business to really grow. How can I circumvent, right? How can I get an edge? It's time to position yourself. It's really time to step up your game and position yourself at the forefront of this revolution. And not there's no platform that's easy. It's like if you say, okay, I've run out on Facebook, it hasn't worked, let me just go somewhere else. You are choosing the easy road. I'll challenge you to ask yourself, is someone else winning on Facebook in my industry, in my niche? Because it's easy to say, oh, Facebook ads don't work for me, or Facebook ads don't work. Point blank statement, right? But how convenient is that? How convenient? It doesn't work for you. Maybe it doesn't just work for you because you don't have the right strategy. And so, what I would like to challenge you this week is I want you to set up one AI optimized campaign on Facebook, even if it's with a small budget, for ultimately when you listen to this episode, like this is like a mini training, and I want you to get out of it and be able to go ahead and implement. So set up a Facebook ad campaign even with a small budget and start collecting that data. right? And then you can tag me on Instagram. That's where I'm the most active, and share your results. Let me know how it goes for you. I'm confident that no, if you are an online expert, if you have an online business, you can have amazing results with Facebook. It really depends on how you play the game. And if you are ready to go one step further and really have a team that comes into your business to help you grow using battle tested, proven strategies that we've leveraged to help our client generate over 15 million over the past 4 years. We've managed millions of ad spend. I invite you to schedule a call. I will invite you to reach out, book a call at roganconsulting.com with me and my team, and let's create a personalized strategy for you. Let's help you scale because this is the scaling season. We are taking names and moving forward. All right. So schedule a call if you want to go further, if you want my team to look at your ad strategy and get you clarity in terms of what you need to grow, me and my team. And if you got value from this episode, I would love for you to share with an entrepreneur that is struggling with their ads, that's eager to grow, that has a big vision, and that wants to make the world a better place, right? Let's help as many people as possible tap into this incredible opportunity and play the game to win and play the game right. If you got value, make sure to subscribe, right? Leave us a review. It means the world when I see those 5 stars. It's like my love language at this point. So leave us a review. It will mean the world to me. Subscribe if you're already subscribed. And I'll invite you to stick around, right? Join me for the next episode where we're going to dive deep into how to actually win, how to create a winning strategy for the holiday of 2024 that are coming up. Again, I'm recording this as of October, and you don't want to miss the next episode. So make sure to tune in, and I'll be sharing strategies that could make your Q4 the most profitable quarter ever. Until then, keep testing, keep learning, keep scaling. This is Jolie Mathieu signing off. Take care. Bye.